What's up, guys? It's Becky once again, PR manager at Mogo, and we're about to do an interesting podcast. I know you have seen us doing agreements and talking about financial literacy, but today it's a little bit easy. And time has flown for sure. We are celebrating International Women's Day again. So last year's theme was accelerating action. This year is exciting and I like it because it's about giving so that you can gain. And right here, our guest is Angie, but I'm not going to preempt her introduction. So, Angie, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, I don't have like that much of a lengthy intro.
Relax.
But yes, my name is Angela Mwangi. I am the influencer manager at Mogo.
All right. Alafu Angie, busa tuambie, which population are you representing?
So
We are
very interesting. So I call myself a zillennial because we are hapo katikati ya millennial na zillennial. Sisi ndio wenye tulisikiza the likes of kina DJ Pinye, but pia tukapata kina MC Gogo na bado we are
na
rocking
ndio
it.
bado mko tu sawa.
Tunayo. So we are literally in the middle of millennial and zillennials between I think 96, 97, 98 hapo tunakuanga tu hapo katikati because
Okay.
we can still rock with the people for the 80s very well.
Awesome.
Yes.
Kuna watu washaanza kukuhesabia miaka hapo.
Hapana, wasi miaka iko kwa magoti,
Awesome, Angie.
Yeah.
Well, so now tell me, so we are celebrating International Women's Day.
Right.
And of course we attribute as much to a certain lady, a German lady called Clara Zetkin. And she's the one that really pushed for this, for International Women's Day.
Right.
So that in 1911 it was celebrated, and later in 1975, the United Nations did it. All right, basically recognizing that there were aspects on labor, on governance, where
Right.
women, we needed some equality around that. So I can imagine 100 years plus later, we are still discussing it.
Okay.
Meaning it's not even like a problem per se, it's that it's a continuous conversation because we will see it happening, in future as we move. And tell me, what do you think about this year's theme?
You said the theme was
It's give to gain.
Give to gain. Give to gain.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting theme because depending on how you're looking at it,
Yeah.
give to gain. Give to gain. So in Swahili ni upeane ndio wewe uweze kusaidika ama
ni upeane ndio upate.
Upeane ndio upate. I think it's a very interesting one because it actually reflects what we as humans are all about, right? So I feel like hii imegusa ndipo
iko pale pale
imegusa ndipo haijagusa ile ingine yenye ule mtu mwingine anasemanga but imegusa ndipo and I feel like it really makes sense even beyond International Women's Day, right? Because that is what even us as Mogo believe, with what we are trying to push, especially like moving forward, whereby we are making our clientele feel like we are just not a financier.
Yes.
We are also part of the journey with them, right?
True.
So I feel like it's this particular theme. It's really broad and it's something it's a theme that goes beyond now.
Yeah.
It's something that we will sit down and relate to next year, but one.
Yeah.
And many more years to come. So I think it's really good.
Okay. So we are looking at more, us be willing to share, abundantly than expecting to be given. That it has to start with giving first and then you will gain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. Wanji Chombe, in your journey, in your life, do you have a moment that someone did something that was a breakthrough for you? Do you recall any?
Well, I think, yes, I think I'll just make it like as simple as, as simple and as relatable as it can get. And I'll just maybe just stem it down to, our folks, our parents, right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here without them. So for me, that really goes a long way. And for me, that is my story.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The sacrifices they've made. I think if you're a parent, you understand. Yes. There we go.
Yeah.
You always try to give your kid things that, something way better than, you experience.
Absolutely.
Better experiences and whatnot. So for me, I think it just stems down to my folks. like just giving me the quality of education that they gave, going to the best of schools. And these are things that on their end they did not get to experience. So for me, that
they give us much.
Yes.
Shout out to our parents and guardians for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. And besides now our parents, and of course that sacrificial giving, that all we can relate, that comes with parenthood.
Yes.
And even for the people that are are either guardians.
Yes.
Another thing. So could you maybe have someone besides your parents?
Yes.
That at a very thick time, made a call, or you made a call and they just made a difference. Have you had such a moment?
Yes. Shout out to my best friend. I will make sure that he gets to listen to this.
Say the name.
His name is Nick.
Okay. Shout out to you, Nick.
Yes, because 90% of the time when I am stuck somewhere, he will be the first call I make, whether it's at like a decision I need to make, whether it's some traffic police has decided to stop me somewhere and I need a way out real quick. He really, really comes through, and Nile anapeana na moyo moja. Like it will never come back to me at, hey, by the way, my G, you remember the last time you called me, man, I'm also in a fix. Like it's never something like una
like it's
I gave you so that
it's not conditional.
Yes, that's the word. It's not conditional.
Okay.
So so I mean, shout out to my best friend, man.
And that is
I
amazing.
appreciate that man so much.
And I lead back to what you say, that this theme is not just about women per se. That is something, it's moral, it's today, tomorrow, and it cuts across. Because we would have expected maybe your go-to person is a lady or a woman, but now here we have Nick. So guys, what you're saying is that this is not a women conversation per se. It cuts across.
I mean, even like the fact that we're actually celebrating International Women's Day, and this is our theme, it's more of like, the people who've made us the women that we are.
Absolutely.
And that's why for me personally, I'm just kind of broadening it a bit when now you talk about our folks, because we wouldn't be having International Women's Day without actually these people in our lives.
True.
The ones who've given selflessly. Yes.
So around that, or maybe a different topic altogether, about stability, because we know that we are, and especially we women, sounds so grammatically incorrect, but we have a tendency to show our best side, best photos,
Yes.
Hardly will we show our struggles. And even for those that are showing their struggles, there's something at the end, there's a cloud, there's something that they're pushing.
Right.
But authentically, what does stability look like for you? Like if we were to shut down and there's no technology and you have nowhere to show your milestones, how would you look back and say, this is how stability looks like for me?
That is a very interesting question. Very interesting and amazing question. Why? Because first of all, personally, I am not one to really show.
You're laid back.
Yes, I'm very laid back.
Yeah.
So for me, like stability really looks like, the people in my life really,
the people that matter.
The people that matter getting to, give me a tap on the back and be like, oh, I'm so proud of you, because personally, my love language is words of affirmation. That is one of them. So
and
for
you're
me,
doing so well right now.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, Lord. Unanifanya ni blush.
Relax.
But so for me, stability looks like, just first of all, the people in my life getting to, experience the amazingness of Angela Mwangi.
Yeah.
That is one. And then I think the other thing would be, just getting to, just afford the basics. That is for me the stability. Because I mean, not if you don't post, like for the people who post on the gram, the socialites, the people who are on the gram, they post the luxurious hotels, they post the luxurious lifestyle they actually live, but they never post the basic things. It is very rare for people to post the basic things of, guys, I actually
it looks
woke
so
up.
obvious,
And it looks so obvious. So for me, it's just getting to afford the basics. Like every day I can afford a cup of coffee. I can afford something to
coffee
eat.
ni basic wewe?
Well, yes, ni basic. Tukiangalia mimi kama mo mtu mboka, because mimi ni mtu mboka. Because let me tell
watatuambia
you,
hapo kwa comments. Coffee ni basic. Haya, sawa.
Nescafe ni 5-15 bob.
Okay,
The
sawa
sachet is
basi.
10
Haya,
shillings.
sawa basi.
Yeah, so for me, I think stability looks like just
Yeah.
affording the basic needs. And if like basic needs for me is
Yeah.
it, just getting to afford a roof over my head, just the meals and
Yeah,
whatnot. That
yeah.
is for me the basic needs. And that
Oh.
is how, that is, to be honest, that is the definition of stability in my life.
And I totally love that.
Because
Yeah.
I've been like, I've come from a point whereby you actually can't afford anything to a point whereby you can actually afford something like coffee, which Becky believes it's a luxury, guys.
I'm just saying, guys.
Yes. So for me, I think it's just stability is just the stability is the ability to afford the basics.
And do you know?
Yeah.
The fact that we have access to the basic needs, it's very easy for us to overlook that blessing.
Yes.
Because you have a place to over your a roof over your head.
Yeah.
You have a meal or 3 meals.
Right.
You have clothes.
Yeah.
And so when you go to the gram and see other people, with the latest car models,
Right.
and they're living in their maisonette and stuff, you forget the blessing that you have. Well, and I like that. I like the fact that if you can sustainably, continuously get the basic needs, you're already stable enough.
Yes.
Yeah, because you preempt a lot of anxiety. And I think you can only build wealth or even move further if your basics are taken care of.
Yes.
Right? Because imagine, I don't think a person that is thinking about the next meal can hardly think about a car.
Absolutely.
Right? Because what they're thinking is, how am I going to survive the day?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I love that perspective, Angie. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So now tell me, we are known to be social,
Right.
as women. And I do not know about you, but do you have WhatsApp groups? Do you have your community? Like, these are my guys, either school, related colleagues, or family. How is your WhatsApp like, or how is your community like? But from a technology point of view.
Well, I mean, I think we all have WhatsApp groups, and so it's basically, of course, you have that one family group whereby it's Bible verses every morning.
Oh, I thought it was only at our place. My goodness. Yeah, every morning.
Exactly. Na ule mtu mwenye hakuosha vyombo anaambiwa osha na anaambiwa kwa group.
Oh, wow.
Na ule mwenye amekosa kutembelea wazazi for a long time, ameambiwa aende atembee, sasa amekaa sana.
I think our parents are just having fun.
Exactly. And also now for those who have siblings and whatnot. Yeah. So I have quite a number of WhatsApp groups to be for sure. Like I have, the business side of the groups. I have the friendship side, and I have the family side.
Okay.
Yes.
So how valuable are they?
How valuable?
But have you ever
are
left
they?
a group?
Yes. Sija left kama nimekasirika. But to be honest, like I do not like to be in like groups and whatnot, because they just give me some level of anxiety because of the level of messages inaingia. Then unapata like in one group, there's one group that is so active.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that is barely active, but when you receive like a notification from that group, it's just like, now what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they're all valuable, but I think I just don't enjoy groups that much because of the level of anxiety they give.
Yeah. Because like something must be going on there. What
Yeah,
is
I'm
it?
just like,
and does it concern me? What am I supposed to do next? Yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just wake up and you're just like, guys, didn't you sleep?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, I'm into F1, by the way, and the season is about to start. And I am in this particular group. So, like the other day, testing was, it's a new season, new regulations. So, testing has just ended.
Yeah.
And now I'm in this F1 group that you wake up and you find 1,000 plus messages. And I'm just like, guys,
what are the updates now?
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, so where do I even start?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, I'm in quite a number of groups, but I don't enjoy them as much because, again, as I said, mental health and the level of anxiety it gives. Yeah, so, but they are valuable at the end of the day because of the information that they actually give. Because when you're in groups, you guys are not even in the same areas.
Yes.
So someone has information from Rongai, I'm in Westlands, you're in Kilimani, and you get to experience. We don't hang
Exchange
out every
of
day.
information and real time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you get to experience other things, and then you get to update us. And then now the events that are happening in this country, in Nairobi to be precise, like this last weekend, I didn't know how, like, there were 25 events happening. Okay, 25 is just a figurative number, but there were just so many
many of them,
events.
yeah.
But now I didn't know about all of them, but there are people in those groups who actually
That
knew
listen,
about
we
the
have going this-
exactly.
okay,
So
okay.
you're hooked up. You're hooked
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Okay. A bit of both. Like you have to be very careful
Yes.
and intentional about what purpose these groups are serving you.
Right.
Information, just
Yeah.
being connected.
Yes.
But again, you need to be careful that they don't trigger anxiety, because I totally
Yeah.
feel that bit, especially when you have
Yes.
so many groups happening. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
And how do you, and every conversation means that you are involved. Either you need to give your
100%.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even know what to say.
Yes.
But then you're also at the verge of, they're going to judge me that I'm quiet in this group and, I'm not contributing. But they're like, okay, can I just be quiet and just read through?
Ujekwa zile za mchango. We.
Nani hajaekwa? Hey.
And that is where Mogo comes in, guys. Usiweke watu group za mchango, unaweza kuja kuchukua loan.
Wamesikia.
I hope wamesikia.
Wamesikia hiyo. By the way, and it's very important when we talk about now financial stability.
Yes.
Because the reason why people wanakuja kwa mchango, it's because emergencies are coming,
Right.
and whilst and with all sensitivity, we do not see some things coming, and some can really stretch us beyond
Right.
even
Yes.
our savings, lifetime savings. Like you would have done all your calculations right, but something happens. So those are exemptional. Lakini sasa hata kama baby shower, like everything, kila mahali to guys, I'm doing this,
Yes.
and the expectation is too high.
Yes, for
that
sure.
without, it's one thing that guys, I'm inviting you for this thing that,
Yes.
So if you're going to give me something well and good,
Well
if
and
you
good,
don't,
yeah.
guys, I'm all sufficient and good. That is
Right.
our wish.
Yes.
However, when they also happen, I think we need to offer more grace that if I'm not in a position to help, bana siuelewe.
Tunakucancel, bro. Tunakucancel. Nimekweka hapo juu you're my bestie. And then
wewe ndio unapatia watu pressure sasa, Angie. Because mtaniacha hapo mfungue group ingine mkanidiscuss huko.
Yes, because sis, nimekweka hapo so my baby shower.
Na kama sina. Na kama, I mean, imagine wewe
Well, yeah,
unaona,
makes sense,
like
though.
that's the only thing that is happening. So uko na baby shower, kwingine ni wedding, bridal shower, kwingine sijui ni mchango ya nini. Ile tu, na unajua already nishalipa housing levy, NSSF sijui tumeingia tier what sasa.
Hata mwenye amekweka hapo amelipa hizo zote ndo maana ana.
Bana. Anyways, but
Yeah.
truly speaking, that it's very important for us also to work on our
Right.
financial game, so to say.
Yeah.
So that we ease the burden, not only
Yes.
for ourselves, but also for our circles.
Yes,
Yeah?
100%.
Okay. Because as you're saying that you need to give to gain, and you cannot give from an empty cup.
You can't pour. Yes, you can't pour from an empty cup. And I think that's very important, especially us as women, because I don't know about men, but I feel like sometimes men are very logical when it comes to these things.
Oh, yeah.
Itakuwa maze bro na kuelewa nini. But for us women, we just carry it to heart.
You feel so emotional and attached,
You're just
and the need
like,
to help.
First of all, you just start hitting on someone,
because
and they
didn't come through.
couldn't.
Yeah,
they couldn't. And one thing for me with these groups, one thing I usually do if I need to actually add someone to a group, just ask them.
Yeah.
Just don't just add Becky because Becky is my best friend. I just add them to a group just because
and
it's not right.
And even it's good to personally ask,
exactly,
not just extend an invite, whether they accept or not. But it's just good to ask. It's courteous.
Yes, it's very courteous because Becky might be my best friend, but I do not know 100% of what Becky is going through. Maybe Becky is trying to pull a face on me so that maybe anajua akiniambia it will affect me and whatnot.
True.
Just go to Becky, ask Becky if you're in a position to. If you're not, maze usinieke tu kwa WhatsApp group, because I might actually stay in that WhatsApp group and end up not even contributing to whatever it is that you need, and then you'll hate me for that. And I was just not in a position to. And if I tell you I'm not in a position to, and then you see me at Kiuno kwa Mdundo,
sasa hapa ndo nilikuwa nakuja that I already have budgeted for something, right?
Yes.
Alafu you came and asked for help.
100%.
I think the expectation here is that I should cancel all my plans, come through for you. So should I say no? Alafu nione mahali sherehe, judgment.
Right. So there's that. I'm like, kuna watu wanakuanga hivyo, and Mimi, I had budgeted for Kiuno kwa
Yeah,
Mdundo
yeah.
for like I've saved for 3 months, bro. I've saved
Yeah.
for now your sijui your wedding Angarura show is coming
Yeah.
up. Now you want me to no, my Kiuno kwa Mdundo has to come
Especially
first.
women. Hey,
And
man.
exactly,
Yeah.
we women are just I know give to gain, guys, give to gain, but pia usijinyime
Expect
sana.
sana. No expectations, yeah.
Versus reality also, guys.
Yeah.
Like
Let's be
it's
kind to one another. Like, I'm
there
not
we
going to
go.
have a bad hair day.
Because of your
Yeah.
unplanned baby. I'm sorry. Of your unplanned baby. Okay, sorry. We'll cut that, guys. We'll cut that. We'll cut
Yeah,
that.
but yeah, point taken.
Yeah, no,
that
yeah,
will-
but also like planning is very important.
Yeah,
like
true.
regardless. Like and that's why the savings come in. And that's where we also come in, guys. You can
Yeah.
start your biashara. You can start your Kamini Uber thing going,
Yeah.
a mini Buddha
Just
business.
empower yourself.
Empower
somehow.
yourself.
Yeah, and have some cash flow.
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
can always reach out to us, by the way. You can always reach out from 18 years, guys. 18 years, all the way to 65. You can also take something for your parents.
Ushasema.
Exactly.
Uambie,
Hey,
usikie story.
yes. Unakuja unakuwa kama sisi mo mtumboka.
Angie ashasema. All right, Angie, as you get into, winding up this
Right.
conversation, the other thing I would ask is this. As you're making it in life,
Yes.
I think we've already talked about the expectation, but what would you advise? Umesema nyinyi ni akina nani? Zillennials.
In between Gen Z and millennials.
So loyalty yenyu iko wapi exactly?
Loyalty. No, tuko tu hapo katikati because we can easily, we vibe to everything. Like there are times you just want to go to Rhythm and Branch and then the next time you want to go to Kunye. Yeah, so I mean, we are just in between really. We vibe.
Hii ni ngumu sana.
We
Tea for
vibe.
tough.
Tea for tough because we've experienced the best of both worlds really.
Okay.
Experience kufungwa daipa na kufungwa napi.
Ala.
In fact.
Nyinyi mmefungwa napkin?
Ay, na kapin.
Hey.
Tumefungwa na kapin sisi.
Okay. So hebu ambie our fellow Zillennials, as you're making it in life and just doing your thing and you see success coming, and how do you manage expectations that people around you
Right.
that would you feel they might want to, or they expect, or there's some dependency.
Right.
So you're torn between nijipange, but then there are also expectations hapa. Either I have a brother or kuna parents,
Right.
kuna these social circles that we're talking about, so that you're not split, between how do I, and I think that can cause mental,
Yes.
instability, because
Yes.
there's okay, I want to make it, but I feel there's some energy in any pull down. What would you advise, our audience?
Well, I think just as you said, like just planning and always like, if you're not in a position to like, just say no. Like if you can't just say no, there's no need of ujifinyilie sana and then you're sleeping hungry ama you know that you don't have rent.
Yeah.
Just be ready to say no. And I know our generation is not good at saying that. First of all, because you want to be part of everything, you don't want to feel left out. So yeah, I think just know how to say no and know that also people come and go in our lives, and also know that there are seasons in your life. There are people who are part of your life for a season.
Yeah.
So do not really break your back for someone who
is just there for a season.
Is just there for, I know you can't tell if this will be a seasonal friend or not, but sometimes I think you can tell. So for me, I think what I can say is just always plan. And if you're not in a position to just communicate, right? Yeah, just, and then always prioritize yourself. You only have one
nice
life.
One. Yeah.
Always prioritize yourself. Put yourself first in everything. Even we have parents, siblings, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But kila mtu alikuja hivi moja, even if you're a twin, kuna mmoja alikutoka mbele ya mwingine, right? So always prioritize yourself first. Put your mental health first before you start thinking about your folks and everyone else. And I'm not saying don't help.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is put yourself first. If you're not in a position to, just communicate, because
Yeah.
90% of the time people are committing suicide and mental health is going to the pits. Why? Because unataka kusaidia kila mtu kwa boma
Alafu
yenu
unajiacha bila anything.
with your 1,000 shillings, you know.
Yeah.
And I am not trying to disregard anyone who earns maybe 1,000 bob or anything. I'm just using 1,000 shillings as
Absolutely.
like a
Yeah.
figure
Yeah.
to just, like, you cannot, even the richest of the rich gets to a point whereby they're just like, there's only so much you can do,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So do the best you can, but plan and always be willing to say no.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's not saying no, just communicate.
Yeah.
Ile maze, today I don't have, but if I get something,
Nitakusotia.
nitakuskumia.
Yeah.
So I think for me it's planning, choose yourself, because once you choose yourself, then you'll be at an amazing space mentally.
Even to help.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also even to help. And as we said earlier, you can never pour from an empty cup.
True.
So yeah.
Yeah. So what you're saying, in fact, you brought up an interesting topic here, that as much as you're saying that you need to give to gain, you have to give to yourself first.
Yes.
And that is why I think even in business principle or entrepreneurship,
Right.
you know, we are always told, pay yourself first. Or when you earn, pay yourself first. And that is
Absolutely.
in terms of saving.
Absolutely.
Because again, if you don't give to yourself, you'll have nothing to give and you'll not gain eventually when you look at it.
You will give, alafu by the time unafaa kugain
Ilishaenda kabisa.
Ilishaenda,
Yeah, and you also torn.
Yes, and you also
Amazing.
I think for me, I mean, give to gain, yes, a very amazing thing, but you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Yes.
So prioritize yourself first, water yourself first, so that hata ukipanda si ndio mazao yaweze kukuja, lazima uyamwagie maji.
Ushasema. Sijui kama uko umeelewa kwa Kizungu, ashasema kwa Kiswahili. No, I think that it can be said in better.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Angie.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so your parting shot as we close this.
My parting shot is, you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Ai, hata tuseme wengine.
Hiyo tu.
Imeenda.
You cannot pour from an empty cup.
Okay. You heard it, guys. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So give yourself first. Learn how to say no when you can't. And you're not the beginning and the end of that solution. If you don't have, that problem, if you don't have a solution, it's okay to just accept it.
Yeah.
And no pressure, tafadhali. You know, we'll only live once, and living once does not mean that we're careless. We're just saying that we need to take care of ourselves better. For the woman, for the man. Yes, as we celebrate International Women's Day, let's give to ourselves first. We'll be able to give to others, and eventually we'll gain. Until next time, been your host, Becky. Ciao.
Bye.